Hello YouTube, I'm back with the first video of a series that is about reviewing the names of tobacco. Today we are reviewing Frogmorton on the Bayou. Now first off, this is going to touch on all of the Frogmortons to begin with, then we'll get onto the Bayou part. So, on the back of the tin, it says Frogmorton on the Bayou pipe tobacco. When vacationing on the bayou, Frogmorton prefers this satisfying Balkan pipe tobacco blend, to which he adds just enough of Louisiana's own rich and fragrant, cool smoking perique. Now, on to the name. First, it's important to know that Frogmorton, the entire line, is named after a village in the Shire. Yes, a village in the world of the Lord of the Rings. According to the Lord of the Rings wiki, Frogmorton is a village on the east farthing of the Shire. It is located on the Great East Road between the Three Farthing Stone and White Furrows. His best known feature was the Floating Log Inn. A short distance to the north lies a place where the water broke into two streams. In the middle there was a watery marsh-like place, which may have been responsible for Frogmorton's name, Frog Marsh. Bilbo Baggins claims to have walked from Hobbiton to Frogmorton in The Hobbit. Okay, so Frogmorton is a place. It's rather marshy, kind of a froggy place, probably. Hence the name the hobbits gave it, of being Frogmorton. There we go. It's good to know. Okay. So, dogs being weird behind me. Let's talk about Frogmorton before we get into the on the bayou part. We can assume that Frogmorton, this little character there, is either A, completely unrelated to the Lord of the Rings and anything but name, or B, the embodiment of hobbits that live in a marshy area. Now we have Frogmorton in town, which Frogmorton is it's kind of a posh one, you could say. Okay, we have Frogmorton across the pond. Again, Frogmorton Cellar, Frogmorton on the Bayou. So for the sake of this video and future videos, let's just all assume that Frogmorton is the embodiment of a hobbit that lives in Frogmorton. The entire community, let's say, in one person. This person likes to smoke Englishes, apparently. So, Frogmorton is a hobbit that lives in Frogmorton. Now, the bayou. The bayou is interesting. Bayous are technically marshy areas of flowing water. Well, it says that Frog Marsh is pretty much that. So, is on the bayou referring to the bayou that we think of in the Americas, namely Louisiana Bayou and others? Or is it referring to the bayou by Frogmorton? Well, I can't say if this would be good for smoking in that sort of bayou. So let's assume that's talking about the Louisiana Bayou. Okay? We've assumed that. So, Frogmorton somehow gets transported out of the Shire all the way to Louisiana, where he decides to take some of the precious perique that they have in Louisiana, apparently. I didn't know it. Add it to his special mixture and go out on vacation in a boat. Okay? Okay. I can I can get behind that. So we have a hobbit on a boat in Louisiana on the bayou. That's where the story stands right now. Now, does this tobacco fit that? Well, it's a Frogmorton blend. There's a lot of Kia. Definitely. Definitely some pre. It's a little tangy. Not exactly sweet. Smooth, though. Gotta love the Frogmorton lines for being smooth. And it has an undertone of spiciness. And it's definitely smoky. So, does that fit being on a bayou? Well, a bayou can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. Bayou can either be a nice, wonderful place filled with many different creatures, many different flora and fauna. It's basically a bustling ecosystem. It's actually really interesting ecosystem. I did a bit of research on bayous for this video. And if you haven't looked up like the ecosystems and bayous, you should. And what's interesting when you research bayous is that to me, to me, they're not exactly the kind of place I'd want a vacation. Now, my name is Shaving Hobbit. At least my handle is. I I can't imagine a hobbit wanting to vacation in a regular bayou, but we'll assume that this hobbit didn't know anything about the bayou. So he's vacationing there, he's smoking this, which he thinks is a great idea. Now, if you smoked this before, which you probably have, you know that this tobacco is one of the ones that has layers. Sometimes it's more sweet, sometimes it's more spicy, sometimes it's a kick in the face of a lot of Kia. Just the way tobacco smokes. Like right now, it's very spicy. Now, with all of that in mind, I can say that this tobacco does fit the name. Why? Because as pretty as the bayou can be, it could scare the shit out of you. There's gators, poisonous snakes, microbes that can kill you in the water, though, of course, Frogmorton wouldn't know that. It's not a place you take lightly. I mean, there's catfish in the bayous that are huge, as big as a dog. That's the catfish. So if I was vacationing and I didn't know anything about it, and I found myself in a part of the bayou that was less than friendly, this tobacco would be great. Because of its layers of flavor and the spiciness and the mid-level nicotine hit, I think it's pretty much perfect for that. The constant change of flavors keeps you interested. The mid-level nicotine keeps you calm but alert at the same time. The perique would be a great additive in that mindset because it is spicy. Now, I think with this, they were trying to go for kind of a Creole tobacco. Nah, I guess they hit their mark, but for me, I'm imagining a hobbit on the bayou, and it's mark there too. Frogmorton, man? The hell were you thinking going out into the bayou? So yes, Frogmorton on the bayou does deliver where it says it does. It is, in fact, a great tobacco for vacationing on the bayou if you're a hobbit. If you're not a hobbit, probably better just not vacationing on the bayou, frankly. With that said, that's all for now. I'll talk to you guys later.